Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. We will do the first episode of a tutorial series today. We got some requests to show how we are doing some tasks in our development, and also I got a specific request to show how we are doing the model import with animations, and we will show that to you today. So we have the task, let's solve it together. I already downloaded the models which I got from Peter, from our designer, and we will use this model today. So let's check what we have here. We have an albedo texture, we have the model itself, and we have a text file which describes what animations are starting and ending on which frame. So as you can see, we will have 4 animations for the generator model. So let's import these to the project. You can do it 2 ways. You can either copy the files to the project folder structure wherever you like, or you can simply just drag the files and drop it into Unity. So we can simply just drag and drop into the project view like this. And immediately we see that we have the texture here. We can check the contents of the text file, so we don't need to leave Unity for just that. And also we have the model itself. On the model inspector view, we have 4 tabs. We have the model, we have the rig, if the model has any, we have the animation, and we have the materials. What we can see on the preview pane is I don't really see any of the colors from the texture. I should see a lot of yellows, reds, etc. I will definitely need to adjust the materials inside the model itself. We can do it 2 ways. Either creating manually 2 materials, as we can see we have 2 materials here, or we can extract the materials into the same folder where the model is being. We have actually 2 materials, I don't know which one does what. So let's put the texture into both of them. What I'm doing is basically I'm dragging the texture file and dropping it on the base map. This way I can assign the albedo texture to the base map. As you can see, there is a significant or visible difference between the 2 materials. This is because the actual materials had different base colors, and you can see that here as well. This one has a gray color and this one has a white color. We have the material. Let's check back on the preview pane. We have the colors on the model finally. So I think we are ready to put this bad boy into the scene. We can do it again multiple ways. Most probably the easiest way to see your results is to just simply grab the model and put it into the scene somewhere. Isn't this a little bit small? Yeah, it is. Very tiny. Let's fix that as fast as we can. On the model tab, we have the scale factor. Let's increase the size by 10. This seems to be still small. Let's multiply it again by 10. And we have the correct sizing. I'm using the landing pad model to compare the sizes. This is why I see that this is the correct size. So I had to increase the scale to 100. This is indicating to me that Unity has converted the units improperly. So I'm resetting the scale factor to 1 until the convert units checkbox, and we should see the similar result, which in fact we do. But the next problem I see is that the model is facing the wrong way. It is looking in the same way like the camera does. We want that in mirror. So what Unity still does is that it is using its own coordinate system. As you can see, we have a checkbox for that. If we want to use the baked-in coordinate system, we need to take the bake axis conversion checkbox, hit apply, and we are seeing the model as we should. Great. Okay, first step is done. We can go towards the animations. So let's go back to the animation tab. Okay, it seems we have 1 animation clip. If I remember correctly, we only have 200 frames. Yep, after that nothing happens, but we will fix that. Okay, don't worry about it. So let's check. We have 4 animations. One is for prepare, one for engine start, one for running, that's a looped one, and one for turning off the generator. Let's create this. So the first is the preparation. Prepare. This will start at 1 and ends at 50. Let's check it. Let's do the second one. This will be the engine start. And this will be from 50 to plus 25 long and 75. And let's check it. Yep, the engine is starting up, looking great. Let's do the next one. This will be the one where we have a looped engine running animation. And this will start at 75 through 125. Let's check that. And also we need to loop. And let's check the animation. Okay, this seems to be running fine. And we have one more animation to have, which will be the stopping animation. This will be used when the generator gets disconnected, and this will be the 75 frame long animation. Don't need to loop that. Okay. This looks great. We have finished the animation sequence import as well. And that would be it. No, I lied. We need to do something more because I'm trying to looking everything as a developer. I want to have the animator prepared for this model. So in Unity, if you have an animated model, most probably you will have an animator controller if you have baked in animations. So let's create one. So again, let's create an animator controller asset and let's name it generator animator. Let's assign this bad boy to the actual instance. So let's select it from the hierarchy and drop it in. Okay. And we can already see the animator window here, but let me show you what you need to do to open it. You can basically double click the animator controller and you will see the screen. Okay, we see here 3 phases. These are coming with each animator controller. Let's quickly walk through which state means what. So entry, this will be the starting point for the animation 3. This will immediately goes forward to the default animation. The any state, this can indicate any animation phase. If we want to have, let's say, a central point in the tree which will have multiple transitions to multiple animation phases based on multiple parameters, this will be the node you want to use as a base. And we also have the exit node. So we have 4 animation clips in the model. We want to show them here. So what we can do is basically drag the model from the project view and drop it here. So we will have the prepare, stop, engine running and engine start animations. And Unity already selected the first animation as a default state. So what will be the animation flow here? If you recall, when we set up the animations, the order was prepare, engine start, engine running, and stop. So let's organize things like that. And we actually want to make this as a kind of circle, because we will go from each state to the next one. And if you want to visualize that in a neat fashion, we can do this. So we have the 4 animation clips, starting with the entry. Let's connect them. If you want to connect one animation phase to another, you can right click the first at the starting point, click make transition, click the second animation which we will transition into, and the transition is being made. So let's do this for the rest. So we have a nice circle. We can check it already. Let's move the animator window here so we can see both things together. Hit play. And if we want to see everything, just highlight the generator itself. And we can see that the animation clips are being played one after another. Okay. This is working correctly. And this will be the fun part, figuring out how to animate things at the proper time. So when we are connecting the generator, we will start the prepare phase. After the prepare, we don't need any parameters, the engine will start. And after the start sequence happened, the engine will run indefinitely until the engine gets disconnected, when we will need to stop. So we will need one parameter, which is a Boolean parameter, because we will have two states. Let's name it as isConnected, because we will only check whether the generator is connected or not. We will need to switch to the stop when the when the generator gets disconnected. So if you are clicking on the transition arrow, you will see the transitions properties. You can set the timeline, etc. What we are interested in right now is the condition when the transition needs to happen. We want it to happen only when the generator is being disconnected. Let's add the isConnected, and we want to transition when this variable is false, just like this. And after we stopped, we will stay at the last frame until that point when the generator will become connected again. So let's highlight that transition, add again the isConnected, and we want it to be true. So when the generator is connected, we will move forward to the prepare. After the prepare, we go to engine start. After the engine start, we will start the loop sequence for the engine running. Let's check this in the engine. Okay, so as we can see, because we are currently not connected, we went through on the whole tree, and we stopped at the stop animation's last frame. So if we did everything right, then when I'm ticking in the isConnected, we should transition to the prepare. With a little bit of delay, it happened. And now the engine is running. Okay, let's disconnect it again. And we are going to the stop. Okay, one more thing. As you could see, we have a small delay between the transitions here. Why is that? Each animation has an animation length. And also, because of that, it has an exit time. For these two, we want the animation to happen immediately. We will turn off the as exit time checkbox on both of the controlled transitions. And this way, when we are ticking in or unchecking the isConnected, the transition should happen immediately. So even if the animation sequence was in the middle, we could click the checkbox and the transition started to happen immediately. Okay, that would be it for this video. If you like the content, please click on subscribe. And if you are interested in more topics or you have questions, please feel free to enter your comment under the video. Thank you very much and have a very great day. Bye.